that are corrupting their children, bringing in drugs and so on. But let's start with the police. Your National Police Commissioner allegedly stole 360 million rand by breaking finance laws over the unlawful awarding of a healthcare contract. His name is Fanny Masemola. He even appeared in court over this 360 million rand, which is more than $21 million. How can your National Police Commissioner be stealing, but you are pointing at black immigrants?
You know, when Musa Kaula says, "Indaba zam, nizozizwa ngam," I think that's a very profound statement, okay? Because when you're listening to someone from outside South Africa, mainly, I believe she's from Ghana, or she's from, I think she's from Ghana, if not Nigeria, but I'm not sure. I think Ghana. But she's a very large YouTube creator with over 800,000 people following her or subscribe to her channel on YouTube. And I think that once you have such a platform, you have such a huge responsibility not to spread propaganda. And from the clip I just played you, I was just left in astonishing shock that, sometimes it's not good to summarize, because that's not what happened to Masemola. It cannot be. It can't be that with everything going on with Masemola, Madlanga Commission, clearly she's not following. But she took a moment that Masemola has been arrested and is using it to say South Africans are xenophobic, is using it to say you've got bigger problems than to worry about illegal immigrants. I don't know that comment was well placed, or should I say well received. But anyway, let me know. Maybe I'm overreacting. Let me know in the comment section down below. But in other news, can we talk about Calvin Rafadi? Now, if you don't know who Calvin Rafadi is, his name has come up at the Madlanga Commission, and I've been telling you guys, once your name is mentioned at the Madlanga Commission, they don't even give you advance warning. They don't call you. Senior counsel doesn't call you and say, you know what, today we're going to be talking about you. I know you're not part of anything, but we're going to bring you up. We're going to put up screenshots. We're going to show the country how you asked Vusimuzikat Matlala for money for this and that and that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another great edition, because I just saw this from Opule Jones at ENCA, and he says developing Calvin Rafadi has been appointed as a visiting lecturer at the University of Juba, South Sudan. His departure follows allegations including soliciting financial favors, including petrol money from the Vusimuzikat Matlala, and tampering with cell phone data, leading to his resignation as a University of Johannesburg research associate. Despite this, Rafadi has secured a new academic role with the Faculty of Computer Science and Information Technology at the University of Juba in South Sudan. I don't know anything about the University of Juba in South Sudan, so I went to my trusted friend Google to find out more. So this is what I learned. The University of Juba is a major accredited public institution in South Sudan, though it does not hold a prominent position in global ranking systems like Times Higher Education or the QS World University Ranking. It is officially recognized by the Minister of Education, Science and Technology of South Sudan and serves as a large core educational institution. What is its global standing, you ask? Well, rankings often focus on research output and international impact, which can be challenging for institutions in developing regions to secure top spots. Accreditation. The University of Juba is an officially recognized institution within its nation. And how many students actually go there? It is considered a large university with an enrollment range of approximately 10,000 to 15,000 students. But what is its ranking? According to the University of Juba itself, or should I say EduRank, edurank.org, the University of Juba ranked first in South Sudan. Yay! And 6,341 in the global ranking. And it is second, and it scored 47 in research topics. So that is where Calvin Rafadi has gone to, because in recent events he's become I guess, infamous. He used to always be on the news. He used to give analytical information only to find out his inside party within. But why would he resign though? That's what's concerning for me. If he has nothing to hide, if he is clean as a whistle, I mean, there's no offense. It's not a criminal record. It's not a criminal offense to ask for patrol money. But does it become a criminal offense when you're asking for patrol money from Vusimuzi Matlala? I don't know. Let me know. Is it a criminal offense? Have you asked for patrol money? And what other? He was also asking for money for rent. I know there's a long list of monies he was asking for. In sheer embarrassment, or while waiting for everything to die down, or because his source of income has dried up because Vusimuzi Matlala is behind bars. I don't know what the reason is. But all I know, it says he resigned from the University of Johannesburg. Why did he resign if he has nothing to hide? Or was he forced into resignation? I don't know. But anyway, I'm keeping this video short and sweet. These are two things I discovered today about Calvin Rafadi, that he has resigned from the UJ, but he has taken up a position at the University of Juba. Maybe he likes universities that start with J. It must be his favorite letter of the alphabet. And then, there's a saying that says, tough times don't last, only tough people do. Why did he run away? Well, I'm going to end this video right here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.